Punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner. But he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent effort by Kingsley Enagbari. He found a way through and had a stop for a loss.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Etienne once more. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle made by Kingsley Enagbare.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way that... And that's caught inside the 35! Touchdown, Packers! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They go play action with Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Come out! Hey, 626!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne to about the 35, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to run for it with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves. You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points. I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll. Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again. Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Lawrence on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. To throw is Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers again now. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe they're...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kingsley Enagbari. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
26. 26.
Now Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Jump out! Hey, 26!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
50!
Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And down to the 41.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Another tote for Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jags have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
26.
Rodgers to throw.
Pass complete, Tunyon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back.
drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. What a game we were treated to in this one.